San Francisco city officials promising to hold those accountable after 49ers first-round draft pick Ricky Pearsall is shot while fighting off an attempted robber.
This is a setback, but we will continue to push forward to make sure that we minimize these types of events in our city.
Officials say 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall is being treated for his wounds tonight at San Francisco General Hospital. Good evening. I'm Christina Rendon. Police say that this shooting happened around 3:30 this afternoon near Geary and Hyde, not far from Union Square. Officers tell us Pearsall was walking outside when he was confronted by a 17-year-old armed with a gun. A struggle ensued. Shots were fired, and soon both Pearsall and the suspected gunman were taken to the hospital. KTVU's Zach Sauce live outside SF General tonight with the latest on Pearsall's condition. Zach.
And as you mentioned at this hour, Ricky Pearsall still being treated here at San Francisco General. Earlier, the mayor, the San Francisco DA, the police chief, all addressing the media. This after Pearsall was first almost robbed and then shot right by Union Square in the middle of a holiday weekend. A warning, the video you're about to see is graphic.
Before we get into that, it's so funny because we've been calling for changes not only in San Francisco, not only in Oakland, not only in these cities, especially over on the West Coast, but we've been calling for changes for the longest. We've said, listen, crime is out of control. It's not only on the police officers, because I personally support the police departments and what it is that they do, because they put their lives on the front line for us every single day. And they are treated like trash. Police officers down in Dallas, 3 of them was just shot. I believe 1 of them was critically wounded, and then another one passed away. And we give no love to the police officers. And not only do we not as a culture give love to police officers, but also legislators don't, because they basically create laws that then put criminals back on the street once they do their job and be able to arrest the perpetrators that's doing some of the worst crimes in our culture. So it's no surprise to me that this was going to happen. As a matter of fact, this is something that we talk about on the Millionaire Morning Show. It's no surprise to me that this played out the way that it played out. And now they want to start addressing the issues and say, oh, no. Perpetrators, we going to go after them hard. You seen the district attorney over there, the prosecutor. We going to go after them hard. We going to get to it. Why? Because it's somebody of prominence and visibility, and it wasn't going to happen until it started happening to the entertainers, until it started happening to football players, to affect people's money and start to touch people's pockets, until it happened to a public official. Gavin Newsom is literally fighting over in California in order to continue to keep, I think it's Prop 42. And it's a Proposition 36. And it's funny that I know more about what's happening in your cities and inside of your states as far as the different legislation that's going on, because there's so many people that is unaware of Prop 36, in which they're trying to reverse some of the egregious legislation that then enables criminals to do some of the stuff that they do, and it emboldens them, right? They don't feel like it's going to be any consequences. So in the middle of the daytime, on a Saturday afternoon, now you have a first-round pick being robbed going to a signing event just because he got on a nice watch. If he can't walk around in San Francisco on a busy street, San Francisco, a place that we used to, think about going to see, because you always on the media used to see, when I was younger, I used to see the slope streets and all of the houses was going down on a slant. We used to look at that and I want to go and visit that one day. I wouldn't step foot in San Francisco right now.
5 shot I had. Bah, 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 bah.
Cell phone video capturing a bloodied Ricky Pearsall moments after San Francisco police say the 49ers player was shot in the chest during an attempted robbery near Union Square.
That's crazy.
A man who asked not to appear on camera standing nearby.
Within a second, the police they came in, and then the guy that got shot, he crossed on the other side. He was shot on the left-hand side.
The 23-year-old receiver, who was drafted in the first round by the 49ers this year, was rushed to Zuckerberg's San Francisco General.
Thankfully, Mr. Pearsall is in stable condition.
Police say Pearsall was in front of 777 Geary Street near Grant Avenue when a 17...
Look at that street. That's not like a back alley in the hood or anything like that, because I understand that it's a hood in every single city or whatever. We know. Listen, nobody is disillusioned. We don't think that, it's just going to be great every single place that you go to, in the world. But this is unreasonable. This is literally unreasonable that this type of thing would happen to a first-round draft pick that is going to a signing event.
Year-old suspect from Tracy approached him just after 3 in the afternoon.
A struggle between Mr. Pearsall and the suspect ensued. Gunfire from the suspect's gun struck both Mr. Pearsall and the subject.
The suspect was also taken to the hospital and is now in police custody.
This kind of violence is simply unacceptable in our city, and we will do everything.
Look at the mayor. That's the mayor back there. That's London Breed. London Breed, remember her name. Yes, I know her name. I've been reporting on her from the jump on the Millionaire Morning Show from a couple years ago. London Breed is the mayor. Yep, London Breed. Remember her name, because we're gonna be bringing her to the front of the congregation very, very soon.
Our power to work with District Attorney Brooke Jenkins to ensure that justice is served in this matter.
There will be accountability for those who commit these types of acts in San Francisco.
Back at the site of the shooting,
we don't believe you.
Spending hours collecting evidence. Those who witnessed the shooting shaken.
Very scary. Yeah, it's scary. Anything can happen in the blink of an eye.
Chief Bill Scott crediting his officers' quick response with the department's decision to beef up police presence.
I'm sure this 17-year-old, and they won't actually say who they are, what race they are, and whether or not they might. We don't know. But I will be on top of it, and we're going to be reporting on it on the Millionaire Morning Show in the morning. But this 17-year-old, I guarantee you that they are not going to truly be held accountable. They're going to be back on the streets in no time.
In the area over the last few years, a presence police plan to add to.
Usually when things like this happen, people get anxiety, and we want to make sure that the public knows that we're there for them. So we will increase that deployment. And we were going to do that during the holiday season anyway.
And again, one person in custody right now, a 17-year-old, because they're a juvenile, their name being withheld. The DA says she plans to make a decision on charges by sometime early next week. Again, Pearsall right now in serious but stable condition. Christina?
And this is unfortunate. And so I don't know why the 49ers would even want to stay over in there, but neither here nor there. This is unfortunate, and this is happening across the United States of America. We just now starting to get visibility into it because it's a first-round draft pick for the San Francisco 49ers. You see what I'm saying? Regular citizens, everyday citizens, and this is unfortunate that this happened to him. I don't know how this affects his career in any way, but regular, everyday citizens are dealing with and enduring through what happens on a regular basis as far as this is concerned. And it's never reported on. It's never reported on. These blue cities and these places where they have a shortage of police officers and no support from their legislators as far as continuing to punish these criminals. These judges are soft. And now you got some of these 17-year-olds that don't even care. Don't know him, don't know nothing about him, ain't checking for him, don't care who he is, middle of the daytime, trying to rob him and running around with a loaded pistol and is letting loose and is not afraid to do it. And then they also want to make sure that they admit it to where they want to take y'all ability to be able to protect yourselves. Y'all going for that? I'm not standing for it. And the way that I don't stand for it is that I have to participate in what happens in this legislative process. And it really affects you from the top all the way to the bottom. And people don't even know who their representatives are inside of Congress. They don't even know who their representatives are inside of their own cities, their city council people, their aldermen, their mayor. They're not even paying attention. Let it be an outlet that have a 50% off sale. But when it comes to your weekly meetings, you can even check that out online. You don't even check into it. Thank God we got individuals like me that'll come to the front of the congregation and give you the news every single day. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. The best day Best day to get in the Patreon is the beginning of the month. And so make sure you do that. Also, on top of that, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. It's a phenomenal deal. I'm going to put all that link in the description. I'm going to also pin it to the top of the chat down there. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Stay safe.